95.4, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good day and good evening to all of those who are tuning into INCRadio Micronesia. I am Sister Arlene Malikton from the local congregation of Guam, featuring here in the island of Guam as well. And with me is my co-host, Sister Marisol.
Happy day, everyone. I'm Sister Marisol Soria, coming to you from the local congregation of Upper Heights here on the island of Guam. And we are so excited for today's show.
Yes, Sister Marisol. So, what is the title of our broadcast this evening?
The title of our broadcast this evening, well, we are talking about the recent United States Special Choir Gathering.
Yes, because we are all choir members, right?
Yes.
Yes. And the title of this awesome broadcast is Where Voices Meet. What more of a great topic for all the choir members in the United States as well here in the District of Micronesia was able to participate in that momentous and very memorable special gathering.
History in the making.
Yes, definitely. And I wish I was there. Just
And some of us may be wondering, because I did hear this a few times during the gathering, because the gathering took place in Dallas, Texas.
Right.
People were wondering, what is Micronesia doing here? That's not part of the United States.
Oh,
Well,
really?
most of the islands in geographical Micronesia are considered United States affiliated Pacific Islands.
Correct. That
That's
is
why
right.
we are there.
Yes, we are a U.S. territory, so we were part of that particular event that was held in Texas, like what Sister
Yes,
Marisol
and we
said.
were so glad that we were able to go.
I'm glad you were able to make brethren learn about why Micronesia was part of it. But what more to have or start this topic with actual choir members that we know here in the District of Micronesia, right? And our guests tonight are choir members and also part of my team as well here at IC Radio. Let's go ahead and start off with an awesome and handsome brother right over there at the very end. Brother Lawrence.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Brother Lawrence De Leon from the locale of Mangilaw, and I'm very excited to be here tonight.
Yes, thank you, Brother Lawrence, for your time. And who's this beautiful sister right next to me?
Hello po. Good evening. My name is Sister Charlene Faden-Nogan. I'm from the local congregation of Machinao. I'm one of the assistant choir directors here in our district, as well as a CUS teacher, multimedia officer, CMDPS volunteer, and also CFO officer.
Wow, look at all those officers. Sister Faye, you are definitely an inspiration to everyone here. So choir directress, yay! So that's great. I'm glad you guys came back to Guam safe. And what more? Like we have all different local congregations here.
Yes.
Some are not represented right now, but hopefully in the chat they are representing that choir members here in the District of Micronesia from other locales are tuning into this broadcast. Now let's go ahead and start off with the conversation, Sister Marisol. Let's talk about in your own words, how was the U.S. Special Gathering?
For me, I was most excited to be able to be with that many choir members at once. I think growing up in the States, there were many opportunities where we were around a lot of choir members in these interdistrict events.
Right.
But coming from Micronesia, it had been so long since I had been around that many choir members. Even though there is a high density of brethren per geographical space here,
Correct.
it was very few opportunities where we're able to be around that many choir members and to hear that was just such a beautiful experience.
And if I can ask Sister Faye, how many choir members from the District of Micronesia was able to attend with you?
There were around 16 that
16
were able to go with us.
Wow, see, so 16 choir members representing Micronesia. Thank you. And how about for you? What was your experience? What can you say about the special gatherings?
I've been trying to think about it like the past hours that we've been back because when I try to explain to other people, I'm like, it's hard to explain, to really like describe the perfect word to like of being able to witness that special occasion. But if I were to just pick one, it'd be all inspiring because you know that everyone that was there, they were all inspired.
Absolutely. And how about Brother Lawrence?
Man, it was in all of my adult life. That was like the greatest experience of my life.
Is it your first time ever being part of such a big event?
Apart from the centennial, but in my like adult life, this is like the biggest I've ever been to, like biggest activity I've ever been to. Yeah, and it was like worth every like worth every trip, every like loss of sleep, everything. It was it was worth everything. It was worth
true.
everything.
Let's give a context to our viewers. Like, how long does it take from Guam to
Well,
by
let's start
flight?
with the time change first, right? So I think
Yeah.
out of all of the districts that were represented, we may have the largest time difference from the
Yes.
venue.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
So
that's
we were
right.
dealing with 15
Yeah,
hours,
15
right?
hours time difference.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here in Guam, it was like pretty much midnight.
Yes.
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 And then
Midnight in
over
Guam.
there in Texas was
9:30 a.m.
Nice.
or 9. Yeah.
And we were waking up very early in the morning to prepare, and then on top of that, all of us traveled at least 24 hours
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah.
But like what Brother Lawrence said, it was very much worth it, right?
Mhm.
much
Um,
worth it.
And it's not easy to travel from Guam to
Yeah.
anywhere, but so I think a lot of the choir members definitely saved and prepared ahead.
Mhm.
To be able
Yeah, especially for those 16 choir members here that represented the District of Micronesia, right? Um, the journey you have mentioned at 16 hours, just well, 16 hours by flight, eight,
Oh.
7, almost. It depends on the
Yeah.
route that you take, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
It really
it does.
depends.
Yeah.
So maybe 16, 15 hours by travel from Guam. We're pretty far from
not
the
nearly
U.S.
layovers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minus the
that's right.
layovers.
So, you both, or all of you actually, Maricel, Sister Faye, and Brother Lawrence, you all traveled all different times, but your journey was, were you there like a few days earlier, or how was it?
For us and Brother Lawrence, we arrived, I think, Saturday morning. So we left. It's funny because you'll leave Guam Saturday morning, then you'll arrive over there Saturday morning still.
We go back in time.
Yeah.
Go back in time. That's right.
Mhm.
Guam is ahead by a day. Yeah, right.
Yes.
That is right. So didn't lose any, but you gained a day.
Yeah.
So during the special gathering, what was your most memorable event? Let's start with Brother Lawrence. Let's see. There's so much to mention,
I
right?
cannot.
I know
That's like
your
pick
social media
one.
say so much.
That's like picking a favorite child. It's so hard.
Which, by the way, he's Kadila.
Oh no, yeah. I'm continue. Yeah. Okay.
But what would you say would be the most memorable?
It's hard.
Or at least, and what's the first thing that comes out of it?
Oh.
The first memory.
I think it's like meeting the people who left Guam who went to the States and just meeting all of them again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have like a huge Guam reunion?
Kinda, yeah.
Yes.
Like, cause a lot of the people that left Guam, they were like a big part of my childhood. Like, I met my old organist. I met like, one of my kuyas there and his family, or technically his wife. And but I met also like my friends who were at the States, and I also met some who I didn't meet in person that I was able to meet. Yeah, and I think that was like one of the most memorable going there. Yeah.
So meeting new people, meeting old faces,
Yeah.
and oh, that's so good. I love that. How about you,
Yeah.
Stupid?
For me, right before the event started, we're just sitting there waiting, and in my head, I just kept saying, I want to like keep this memory in my head for as long as I can, like just take it all in. And so I looked up, and then it's such a nice feeling just to see like choir members on the left side, and then looking straight, there's serious choir members there. And then on the other side, I see my sister and the sister Marisol and all the other Micronesia choir members, and it's just like you just can't describe how nice it is. And it's just like knowing all of you are you're all there with one passion, and which is our duties as choir members, and it's just a wonderful feeling.
Right. And I'm gonna say yes. I'm jealous.
Sorry, I tried to describe what it looked like for you.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
pictures say like
Yeah.
1,000 words, and great to our media team who puts out pictures and videos of what had happened out there. It's so amazing. I just like. I mean, I really want to be part of it. I was part of it, but like physically there because I have a lot of friends too. I did live there for like about 11 years of my life, so it's good to see that you were able to reconnect with friends and families out there. How about you, Sister Marcel?
I remember thinking the first time that we heard all of the choir members sing, I thought, is this what heaven's gonna sound like? Because everyone, everyone's singing and it's really surrounding you.
Yes.
So the hymns had an even deeper impact than usual. And then, yes, sort of like what Brother Lawrence and Sister Faye mentioned too, everywhere you look, you would see someone that had an impact in your life. And it was so nice that everyone was there together, whether it was like an ate who I knew, my first choir leader, or my brother who was across the section, who I don't get to see that often. And then I saw Brother Lawrence and Sister Faye like to my left. So very, very cool.
Oh wow! How many choir members do you think was
I
there?
heard that there were about like 6,000.
6,000 or 7,000, yeah.
So I know that we
Wow.
were
A lot
reaching
more.
capacity.
Yeah.
You know what? There's this one event that I remember that I recently just moved to the U.S. right, and it was held in the HP Pavilion. I don't know if anyone can recall that, but I just recently moved, so I wasn't part of the event, right? I can imagine so much choir members there, and I said, wow, and also had the same feeling how you guys also described seeing like warm faces, people you grew up with, other choir members, same thing. I know exactly how you feel, but having that same feeling and for you guys, for your generation to experience it, yes, such a blessing. Definitely such a
Yeah.
blessing.
It was definitely such a blessing that the church administration approved this kind of activity. I think this is the first activity after COVID where so many districts came together.
Right.
And so there was a lot of Binhi, now Kadiwa, like Brother Lawrence, who had never experienced 50 in the West with other districts or Centennial with other districts. And so this is your first opportunity in your adult life, like you said, where you get to make those connections in person. And it's such a core memory in your life.
Yeah, I saw someone like describe the event as their core memory. They're like, this is a core
Yes.
memory. Yeah, it's definitely a very special one.
And the ones that you travel with become super close friends.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I know, and someone did mention that on one of their social media feeds that it's great to travel with this person. We should do it again, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's so nice. You know, you just never know when it takes a travel just to find another friend, right?
Yes.
And you made that core memory together.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's so nice that everywhere you go, even just to visit like the well-known places in Texas, you're all together, experiencing it together. And then you get there, and then you see all the iglesias are also there too. So it was a really nice
Wow.
experience.
Could imagine all of you guys there, even eating like Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It was really good.
It was really good. I got second so many times.
I actually kind of regret getting it for lunch because it was like it was a little heavy for the later half of the day. I'm like, but
It's
totally
so
worth
good.
it.
Definitely.
I do want to mention there was a recurring theme throughout the weekend where because of how the choir is, there were generations of choir members that were there. So you could see like, multiple generations of the same families all still choir members.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I think
so
that's the
good.
best feeling too. And then like seeing some of your friends who are now married and knowing that they're still in their duty as well.
There were people who last time I saw them, they were still Kadiwa and now they're married with a kid. And then I'm also married now. And we were all just like, whoa.
When does this happen, right?
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
I think I wanted to add something that one of the youngest, like, from Micronesia, one of the youngest persons that traveled with us, she's only 1 year old.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And imagine, like, with this generation thing, we get to share this memory with our kids one day, too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is very, very true.
Yes.
Sharing those absolute moments of loving your duty as a choir member, we all enjoy that as well. Now, for the special gathering, what have you most reflected on? Let's start with Sister Marissa.
I reflected on how big of an impact being a choir member has been in my life. I think there are a lot of different ways that music has been infused into my life through school, through media, but choir has always been the one that grounds me.
Agree.
And no matter where I go, that's the thing that's consistent. So
You know what? I agree on that too. How long have you been a choir member?
I count CWS since I was 7. So
Wow. Can we guess the number?
20, 26 years, 23 years.
20,
I can't do math
about
right
20
now.
years. About 20 years.
Yes, about 20.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna ask everyone else. That, yeah, that's good. You know, seeing with that being reflected on with the special gathering. How about Sister Sophie?
I think tying into everything that we were talking about, like the travel, we all know that just traveling in general is not easy. And then even like the financial means just to get there is not easy. And then being far from your family is not easy. Even just schedule, like for me, I had to take leave of absence just to go to this event. And, you know, having to decide that, I didn't even think twice or anything like that because that's how much we really wanted to. And even though it was difficult, like all the challenges that we had to overcome just to try to get there, me and my sister, we knew that we wanted to be part of this event. And so once it was all done and you're singing and you're being reminded that as choir members we're strong, even everything that we sing we're strong. And so after that event, you really do feel that you are strong, and you're reminded by it by everyone that's also singing with you. And then even like after the days after until now, I'm still like going on an adrenaline. I feel so strong, I can do anything. And so yeah, that's just the impact for me from them.
How about you, Brother Lance? Wanna add anything?
Uh, I think the biggest thing like I reflected on is like how grateful I am to be like in the position that I'm in right now. Like so I'm training to be a choir leader. Yeah, and I will admit like sometimes it is hard, but the blessings that come after is even greater. Yeah, so I think ever since that special gathering, I became more like wow, like I am really like chosen because not everybody gets to be like a choir leader, and it feels so nice to be in this position that I'm in.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And leading
Yes.
adult choirs.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a blessing, definitely. Um, for everyone has spoken, I feel and agree the same way. It's such a great way to reflect on how important our duty is. Our what we were taught is that we're the first to edify, right? To
Yes.
help brother understand more of God's love and God's his understanding that he loves us, right? And he still cares for us. And what more that we give more glory and honor praise to him, right? So that really stuck out that we need to continue to fight for our office, and that is the one thing we all we may be or may have struggled in, so many years into putting service into a choir member is like not easy, right? The sacrifices that come with it, and we are just remember that we're not alone. We're not alone. So to end our conversation, I wanted to ask all of you, what would be your message to the church administration for approving this event? Let's start with the line.
Oh, I think like my biggest thank yous, like my biggest ever thank yous. It's really such a blessing. It was like after like the whole thing ended, I was like, I will give anything to go back to experience it all over again. Like even if it was like a 16-hour whatever, it was I would do anything to go back to experience it again. Yeah, and I'm so thankful and blessed to be like a part of this activity, and it really I think it really impacted my life a lot.
As a choir member. Anything to add, Sophie?
I just want to say thank you to Brother Ricardo V. Manalo and to Brother Angelo Rando Manalo, as well as to Ka Jojo and Ka Gemma, who are the ones leading us in the choir. Without them and their inspiration, um, we wouldn't have been reminded of how much we can do with the help of our Almighty God. And so activities like this really does strengthen each and every one of us. And we really do feel that they love and care for each of us, especially as choir members inside the church.
Agree. How about you?
Everything was already so well said.
Right.
All I can say again is thank you so much to the church administration for all of the effort that went into planning this event, because it truly did inspire all of our members, even as far as here in Micronesia. We we left feeling all the more grateful and even more proud to have this duty that we were entrusted with, because it is truly such a blessing to be able to have this deeper connection with the hymns. And this gathering, the hymns and the lesson came at such a good time.
Yes,
It was
I
good
agree.
timing. I
yes.
agree.
So
Yes, definitely.
it was definitely a blessing. So thank you so much.
You have heard it here from our members in the District of Micronesia saying your thank yous to our church administration for approving this event. So, to all our choir members here in Micronesia, I hope you have enjoyed this broadcast, remembering all the many things that you have experienced. What more to hear also from other choir members with our YouTube engagement question? So, Kuya Tech, let's go ahead and play that bumper.
Team Live Chat, thank you for supporting us. We love hearing about your experiences here on INC Radio. Let us also know where you are joining us from.
Are you familiar with our hashtag challenge? If not, you can also participate by mentioning your local congregation as well as which Christian family organization you belong to.
Near the end of our broadcast, we will announce the hashtag challenge winners, so please continue engaging with us in the comments below. We hope you have a nice day and enjoy our show.
Good evening or good morning and afternoon, everyone. We're going to read our YouTube comments for this broadcast.
So many.
First up, we have Brother Jovin Sipilia Jr. saying, "Good evening, INC Radio Micronesia." Julius Malabanan, greetings to all the brethren in Micronesia, especially to our district minister, Jovin Sipilia Jr. and family. And of course, my beautiful wife, Michelle, and daughter, Bam Bam. Choir Day was amazing and very thankful to the church administration and our Almighty God for giving the choir members a special moment in their life. Roger Villegas says, "Good evening po, Micronesia," and he greets the district minister and district supervising minister. Roger Manzanilla Jr. says, "Greetings from hashtag Guam. Hello to our district minister, Joven Superior Jr., and our assistant district minister, Julius Malabanan. Sister Gwyneth Yumo says, "Happy watching po, hashtag Guam, hashtag Kadiwa, hashtag DMM." Sister Jessica Manalo says, "Good evening po. Just landed in time for tonight's show. Happy viewing from hashtag
Yes, sir.
Micronesia." Sister Ivy Christine Galvez says, "Good evening po to everyone. Happy viewing from hashtag Cobblerville." Renzo says, "Good evening po everyone. Hashtag Cobblerville." Mario Oka says, "Good evening here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here on INC Radio Micronesia Satellite Studio. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North." Sister Joara Ann says, "Happy viewing po from Guam Chapel." Valentina says, "Hello po, brother and sister at the church po. Greetings from Rhoda Extension." Alex Areola says, "Greetings to all brethren in Micronesia from the District of Orange County, California." Poging Charles, he says, "Good evening po. Greetings from Cabarres, GWS, local of Mangahan, District of Quezon City." Sister Joanne Hara says, hashtag proud to be choir. We have Sister Anne Dinogan say, "Such a blessing to experience a special gathering. No words can describe." So Brother Matt and Sister Pasha says, "Our organist in the locale of Saipan, Ate Tin, is a choir member who has been supporting us through hymns for so many years. And she is so happy that she's a choir member." And lastly, we have Sister Auntie Uxendo saying, "Good evening po to my beautiful sister. Happy watching from hashtag Mocha Now."
Yay. Okay, so thank you, Brother Sean, and thank you to everyone who joined us there in the group chat. Up next, we have what's going on here in the District of Micronesia with our CFO in action.
CFO in action.
Okay, so as we covered in today's topic, we did have our U.S. Choir Special Gathering, which we are still settling down from because it was just that great of an activity. Upcoming, we have tomorrow our Care for Humanity here on the island of Guam in the village of Mariso. We also have our EBM, which is going to take place here on the island of Guam in the Riga Hotel, Laguna, Guam. So that's all. And then we also want to talk about next week's broadcast with Sister Ellen.
Yes, next week's broadcast, same time on a Friday, and that will be at 9:30 p.m. Hope to see you there. And we want to go ahead and do our end of our greetings. Thank you, starting with Sister Marisol.
I I can't believe we're already at the end of our show.
Yeah,
It just goes by so fast when we have fun, right? So we'd like to thank everyone who helps make our show happen every week. First and foremost, to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manolo, as well as our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranio Manolo. Thank you so much, po, for everything that you do for us. Here on the home front in Micronesia, we'd like to thank our District Minister, Brother Joven Sapilio Jr., as well as our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan. We'd also like to thank our CFO Overseer, Brother Roger Manzanilla Jr., and our DMM Advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr. We can't forget our crew members for INCRadio, and that includes all of us here in Guam and all of those there in Saipan. So thank you, everyone, our crew who works so hard every week. We'd also like to thank our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Indaya. Thank you so much, Paul, for everything you do for INCRadio.
And thank you so much to the District of Micronesia. If you have started your day, have a nice day. Have a good night.